Given that Antony had arguably been Manchester United's best player in April, it came as somewhat of a surprise to see the Brazilian drop out of the starting lineup for the game with Aston Villa at the weekend. The winger delivered one of his strongest performances of the campaign in United's 2-0 win away at Nottingham Forest last month, with the 23-year-old scoring and grabbing an assist. It was also just the seventh time he had played the full 90 minutes in a Premier League match since signing from Ajax. Despite not getting on the scoresheet in any other matches, Antony had certainly been one of Erik ten Hag's best players in the calendar month and was starting to show signs that, even if he wasn't scoring, he was capable of having a real influence when his team really needed it. It was, therefore, surprising to see him named among the substitutes for the game against Villa on Sunday afternoon. Bruno Fernandes took his place on the right wing, with the Brazilian winger dropping out of the starting 11 along with right-back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ten Hag suggested his decision to drop the pair was partly down to tactical reasons. Speaking ahead of the match, the Dutchman explained his lineup for the clash against Unai Emery's side and, in particular, why Antony was not starting. "We have to divide the load of the players, that's one. But also from a tactical perspective. You have a plan, that's why the changes," he told MUTV. When asked specifically on the decision to drop Antony after his recent impressive performances, Ten Hag added, "I tried to explain it in your first question. He has played so much. We have to protect him as well, but also from a tactical point of view I think it is a good choice today. There is a good chance that the Brazilian forward will return to the side for the Premier League clash against Brighton on Thursday night. If Antony does need any additional motivation for when he next starts for the Reds, he can go back to Ten Hag's comments about his consistency last month." The United manager lauded the 23-year-old for keeping the team on course for a top-4 finish after the win over Forest, but urged the attacker to be more consistent. His strike against Steve Cooper's side was his first since Premier League goal since October, which is some way off the goal return he managed during his time at Ajax. "The goal he scored, he was in the right spot, in the right moment to get the rebound," said Ten Hag. "The second goal was a great team goal, how we built that up, the way Antony did it to bring the pass in the right moment and the movement from Diogo Dalot was fantastic. It was good to see." Ten Hag admitted Antony needed to improve his end product, but was also keen to point out that he has managed 8 goals this season, which makes him United's third highest goalscorer. He added, "I defended him. He knows, I know as well, that when you're a striker, you need an end product. But already he had quite a lot of end product. He scored in all competitions now. 8 goals in his first year United is not bad and there are still games to go. But he has to do it. I can't say in every game, but in many games, if you want to be a top-class player and especially in all the competitions. He has to step up. Today was an example where, with both goals, he made the right decision." Antony scored in 3 successive Premier League matches after joining United, and the Brazil international will be hoping he can replicate something like that in the coming weeks. He was not dropped for performing poorly, but coming out of the side will have frustrated the player, especially given the good form he was in. Still, the winger has been set the challenge by his boss to step up. Antony would be the first person to admit he has not done enough to become undroppable under Ten Hag yet, so he must make the most of the challenge his manager set in April and ensure he uses it to his advantage.